in. He's already in.
We ready?
Today is day 4 in Iceland. We're getting a little bit late of a start today because we went to bed at 2 a.m. because we went on a midnight adventure to some hot springs all alone.
One of the few places in Iceland that we've been with no people.
You just have to wait till midnight.
Also, we were talking to our Airbnb host this morning and we heard that we missed the northern lights last night. She said they don't happen much in August, but they happened last night and we didn't go outside and look. So now we're not gonna sleep for the rest of the week and we're gonna lay outside all night.
It's gonna be one continuous vlog all day, all night.
Live stream.
This morning we checked out of our Airbnb and we are moving to a new Airbnb that's just like right down the road, about an hour or so, in the town of...
You forgot that.
We were trying to learn how to say it from our Airbnb host this morning, and there's a click in it, and our mouths do not do that.
And we might eat at our very first Icelandic restaurant today.
So,
but the restaurant is actually in a greenhouse where they get all of their supplies, and then the chef cooks right from that.
That's more.
It only consists of tomatoes. So.
That's more care and Nate.
We think we might have a reservation, but it has not been confirmed.
That's also very care and Nate.
We're just gonna show up.
Another beautiful day in Iceland.
We are at the greenhouse place. We still don't know if we have a reservation, but we're just gonna hope they let us eat. Otherwise, this will be a very disappointing afternoon. So we did get the reservation. We get to sit down in 5 minutes. So until then, we're walking around the greenhouse that we're about to eat in, where all the tomatoes are grown. And we learned that they make all of their food with the tomatoes that aren't pretty enough to sell to the stores. And everything on the menu is tomatoes, even the drinks and the desserts. There's like tomato cheesecake and weird stuff. It's gonna be awesome. Thank you. Even the water here has tomatoes in it, and our table came with a basil plant. We get to clip our own herbs. So even the cheapest foods we could find in Iceland are still more expensive than we would like, and they don't even look that good. But this is like legit fresh soup, and it's a buffet. I cannot believe this. So I've added fresh basil, sour cream, and cucumbers to my soup. I feel like with all of those things, it has to be delicious. Probably the best I've ever had. I think I've only had Campbell's canned tomato soup. It's really hitting the spot. Oh, I love it.
I think we are all in agreement that that is the best bread we have ever had in our entire lives.
Yep.
At 4.
The tomato soup was fantastic. Free tea, free coffee.
You have to come here if you come to Iceland.
There's currently a discussion going on in this car of whether or not we drove to an actual geyser or just a town called Geysir. We're still talking about how good lunch was currently.
We're also not sure if it's because we've been eating PB&Js and instant ramen for the last few days.
That helps.
So it turns out the town of Geysir is the town where the geysers are, thankfully. We have found the mother lode of all of the geysers, which is why there's a million people around this way. This is the huge one that erupts every 10 to 15 minutes. And it just blew up when we were way over there, so we're waiting. Ah! Just went off right when we walked up. Went off, blew up. I don't know the correct verb for geysers. Exploded. Geysered.
I like Geysir. This is really funny. People are so patient. People have been holding their camera in the exact same spot for 10 minutes, waiting for it to go off. I think it's about to happen. Either that or that really disappointed a lot of people. Did it do it?
It was a baby toot. It's real small.
Whoa, that one wasn't. That was a good one. That was a pre.
It was the little. I was fooled.
No one got it. I missed it. They all missed it. Everyone holding their cameras up for the selfie missed it.
Wow, that was incredible.
Oh, I totally missed it.
Whoa, look at it like filling itself back in. Whoa.
That was so cool.
Get it?
Got it.
Boom.
On to the next stop. Time for ice cream. We are on a real live dairy farm and they make their own ice cream. Yay! Almost $5 for one scoop, but it's delicious. So for lunch we had tomatoes inside the greenhouse that the tomatoes were grown in, and now we're eating ice cream in the barn that the cows are in.
Look how big their udders are.
Look at this little guy.
Let him touch it. You let him touch it.
Literally happened. Like the one time I watched.
That's funny.
I
I've
couldn't
never
believe
met a cow that likes to be petted.
Oh, this is a small one.
he doesn't know yet.
So slimy.
Quit looking at me.
Adorable. Oh, gross!
Where are we going?
On the road again.
I don't know.
So we thought that there was going to be one more waterfall in the itinerary today, but it turns out the waterfall's name is Self-Loss, which is also the name of the town that we're in, but the Self-Loss waterfall is 7 hours north of where we currently are. We were like driving around looking for it and they realized we were nowhere close, so we are
Minor mistake.
at the grocery store heading to our Airbnb, so we're calling today's vlog a little early. It's about 12:30, right before we were going to sleep. We decided to run outside to see if maybe, possibly, the Northern Lights could be here.
They're not supposed to be here in the summer. It's only a wintertime activity.
And they're here!
There's Northern Lights!
I don't know if you're going to be able to see much through this camera, but we'll try to get some pictures.
This is great.
You can even see it in the camera! That is incredible. That is amazing. Wow. That was the best one yet. This is incredible. Kara's doing all the hard work, taking pictures. I'm just enjoying it.
This is one of the best nights of my whole life.
Wow, we saw the northern lights tonight. This land is your land.
This land is Iceland. Wow! That was amazing. OMG, I love this corn. What an afro. What did he do?
You got it on
Trying to eat
camera.
my hand.
You got it on.
I'm scared.
Do it, you gotta do it.
Go for it. No, you gotta go toward his face.
You're just teasing him. I'm scared.
No, he's just gonna use it. He's gonna use his lips to grab it. Look. Look, just do it.
Okay, I'm braver now. Nice. Nice, eh?
It's not a dog. That's better.
I can't get your arms up high
One rain jacket, sweat shirt,
Oh no.
sweater. I got 2 pairs of pants. I was pretty warm.
You were.